Oh, hi, gorgeous. Yes. Hello. Yes. I love you. Yeah. Okay. In honor of being back to work this week at the Disney store, we are doing a bunch of Disney baby names. The collection I have is very large, so I'm dividing it in half, so this will be part one, and we're going to look at the names that are a little bit more rare, characters that you don't see all the time, so that you may not have thought of for baby names. So we're going to start off with the boys, and the first name I have is Hudson. This is inspired by a car, so a little weird, but Hudson is such a cool name, so cute. It means son of Hud, obviously Hudson, but it's also, Hud is another version of Hugh I saw, which means mind or heart. So, I mean, still has kind of a cool meaning. Like, can you imagine a little boy named Hudson? Oh, and then, like, it sounds like a very gentleman type name when they grow up, you know what I mean? Second one, this is a super random character. I even forgot they existed. Even though I'm obsessed with The Good Dinosaur, the movie, I forgot this character's name, but I actually really like it. It's kind of different, very cool. It's Nash. Nash means dweller too, so it's very like solemn, like very intense kind of meaning for me, I think. But Nash is just cool, like kind of sassy sounding there, and it's off of a dinosaur for very strong, you know, going like that. Moving on. Next name is Kenai. Kenai is the bear in Brother Bear, well, human turned bear. And then it's Native American for black bear. So, I mean, it's very straightforward, but I think it's a really cool name. It's very different, very cultural, so I think it's super awesome. Next is Naveen. Now, this is a more popular character, but I don't think a lot of people take his name. But his name means young or new. So I think it's a very refreshing kind of name, and it sounds super cool. Maybe Navi for short, like if you want a nickname. But Naveen is such a cool name, and honestly the character has such a growth in Princess and the Frog that I just think he's super cool towards the end. He's kind of a punk at the beginning, but you see what I mean. And then next is from Big Hero 6, Hero. That's H-I-R-O, and it means generous, tolerant, and prosperous. So I think it's just got a super cool name, and this little kid that's in this movie is got such a big heart, and he's super, right? Like superhero type thing. So, and I think like a little boy seeing that character being named after would be kind of cool. Like just to see like, oh, I was named after a superhero. Cool. Next one is a very intense name, but stay with me. Archimedes. So it's the owl in Sword and Stone, right? So kind of a kooky character. But I think like Archie, super cute little name, and it means contemplating or pondering. So super cool, just thoughtful name. Thoughtful because contemplating. Anyways, the next name I have is Jasper. Now it's one of Cruella de Vil's sidekicks, so kind of a character you might not want to be named after. But the name in itself is super awesome, and you can just say like, hey, still a Disney inspired name, and it means treasure. So I mean, that's super cool, super adorable name, and nice meaning. Jasper is just a really awesome name, so who cares that it's named after a stupid silly sidekick? I think it's so cool, and it's definitely one to use. Last name I have for the boys is Victor, which is one of my favorites just in general. I know it's kind of a popular name, but actually Victoria I feel like is more popular than Victor. And this is off of one of the gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame. So very kooky, weird character, but it means winner or conqueror, and honestly, like, I really like that about my name, being Victoria. I just think that it's cool to be a champion, you know what I mean? Like, very uplifting name kind of thing. So I like the name Victor a lot, and when you're a fan of the Hunger Games, Victor is like this super intense meaning, like I am a victor, you know what I mean? Let's move on to the girls. I have so many girls' names, so there's a little bit more than the boys' names for this list, and there's so many more that I still have on my other list, but I'm going with obscure characters, random people. So for starters, we're gonna start with a couple of princesses' sisters. Ariel's sisters all have gorgeous names, I think, but my favorites are Arista, which means best. Who doesn't want that name? It's Greek for best, so I mean that's just super cool. And then Alana, which means precious. So both of those names, I like the A names personally. I think that they just flow very well, especially A in the front and A in the end, which Ariel is the only sister that doesn't end with an A, but you know. And then speaking of A and A, I have another name that actually comes from a boy name, but it's a unisex name. But I really think I prefer it for a girl. So I mean, if you want to go for it for a boy, I think it sounds super cool too. And that's Akela. It is the father of Mowgli in the Jungle Book, and it means lucky. And I just think that's really pretty name, and just kind of cool meaning, like I'm lucky, you know, and stuff like that. But Akela, so pretty. I'm in love with it. And here's another one that is kind of inspired by a male character, but going with the female version of the name. So Demetrius is one of the characters in Hercules, and the name Demetria is the female version of that, and I just love that name. And Demi for short, super cute. It means follow of Demeter, which is the Greek goddess of corn and harvest. But she's Demetria is connected to the goddess of winter. I just think that's a super cool name where it's like got that goddess feel to it, you know. My next name is Nani. Everybody knows Nani as the sister of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, but did you know that it is Hawaiian and Japanese for beautiful? Right. And in Greek it means grace. So beautiful grace, like whatever way you want to go towards it, its meaning. Nani's cute, simple, can easily be paired with middle names, you know what I mean? Like, go for it. I love the name Nani. I think it's so cute. Switching it up for a live action character, Evie from Descendants. Now, I think the character is super great. I love her. She's spunky. She's honest. Even though she's a villain kid, like she's super great. And the name Evie means life, living, and lively. Perfect. Also, perfect name for that character. So, I mean, great. The next name, little bit strange. My husband does not think it should be named, or it should be a human name. He more thinks it should be a pet name, but I like it, so we're going for it. Is Kita, which means raising away the darkness in Native American. So
name is Kiragakash.
Kiramashnaga. Hey, you got a nickname?
Kita.
Beautiful, and I honestly am obsessed with the character Kita. She's spunky, she's brave, she's fierce, like so freaking fierce. So I don't know why someone wouldn't want to be named after Kita. So Kita. Next one is one of my absolute favorite names. It is Greek for queen. If you see where I'm going, can you guess the name? Hera. The wife of Zeus in Hercules is Hera, and comes from Greek mythology, obviously. And honestly, the name is so simple, cute. A lot of these names are very short, simple, sweet, and Hera is just beautiful, gorgeous. And next one is sassy grandma of Moana, Tala. And the name means wolf in Native American, and Tala's, again, super sweet, simple, gorgeous, and I love it. So, I mean, why not name your child Tala? It's super cute. Tali for short, whatever, go for it. Or just Tay. And that spunky grandma, who wouldn't want to be named after her? Again, all these characters are beautiful and I love them, and can you tell I'm obsessed with Disney? But who knows, maybe someday in the near future Mike and I will use one of these names. It would be kind of cool. And I like the meanings of actually all of these, except maybe follower of Demeter. But you know, that extends to goddess of winter and harvest and all this stuff, so it's fine. So if you like this video, actually give it a thumbs up down below, and if you like all things Disney, you definitely want to subscribe to my page because I love Disney, as you can see. And I hope you guys will follow me on my Instagram, because these videos are only weekly, but my Instagram and my Snapchat, you will see my daily living, crazy, chaotic life that I live. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderfully magical day. But I'm filming! Punk. It's a little bit of a weird naming. Why do I keep saying that? The meaning for this. Darn it! So, but hello. Hey, yo, madam, you want to come up here? Come on up here.